I just talked to our coordinator in Bangladesh on Wednesday. His name is Mahmoud. And to talk to him was the most inspiring conversation I've had in a really long time. The vice principal of the school was at a train station. He was sitting down, waiting for the train, and a young boy came up to him who was barefoot, barely had any clothes on, and was trying to sell him eggs. And the boy said, "If you don't buy my eggs, I can't eat today." He said, "How much do you sell the eggs for? How much do you get when you sell these eggs?" And the boy said, "I sell them for 5 taka. I have to give 4 out of that 5 taka to the man who gave me the eggs, and then I get 1 taka. And just to give you a little perspective, 70 taka equals $1.
For Kidsake is a fundraising organization. It raises money for orphans and school children in Bangladesh. It's a silent auction. There's a variety of artwork from local children from the 16 local schools. There's silent auction items from local businesses. There's professional artists who donate the work. So schools all over Bangladesh are aware of this project here in our little town of Carbondale. And there's a coordinator in Bangladesh who is going around to schools and collecting artwork. And the artwork is then sent over here, and that's part of the display as well at the Long Branch. One of the unique aspects to this art show is that it really is kids helping kids. It's the effort from children that's raising money for their peers. This year, some of those children got to make that connection.
Bangladesh really changed my life. It gave me perspective on the lives down there and made me realize that, you know, these kids, they don't have anything. I mean, they don't have like a real home, they don't have a family, but they have each other.
In Bangladesh, it's an extremely poor country. It's one of the poorest countries in the world. And the corruption is high. It's really, really overpopulated. Over half of the population of America is forced to live in a state slightly larger than Iowa. There's lots of kids who don't have families. The area is plagued by floods and diseases. Or there might be a situation where the child actually has family or has extended family, but the family is so poor they can't take care of the kid anymore.
Our oldest boy actually spent the night with the orphans in the orphanage one night, and he said, you know, "Mom, they just have a little box, and that's all they have. Whatever they have in that little box under their bed, that's all they own." And he was just really struck by that, and he felt so inspired being there, even though he could barely communicate with the kids, that he said, "When I'm 18, I want to move there, and that's where I want to live. That's my home."
When I went there, it was amazing to see the difference between America and there, because it was very dirty. You have to watch. You have to be very present to where you're walking when you're walking down the streets, because there's beggars everywhere, and there's like potholes in the ground, and the sewage is like not covered. It's just running down the road. It's just very different to here, and it's also very beautiful to watch all this. It's like everyone has something they're doing, you know. They're not like, no one's lazy because they have to fight for their survival, you know.
So the participation in For Kidsake in the art show has impacted these children's lives. And they've come back so inspired. And actually 2 of them who went to Bangladesh came back this year and were on the team helping us frame every week, completely dedicated to making the art show happen because they knew what this was going for. They knew the kids they were helping, they knew them by name. They danced with them, they played with them. It became very real to them and very tangible to them. And they also got to see a different way of living. Of course, the kids in Bangladesh have very little materially, but they noticed how happy the kids were. They noticed that the kids had a lot of respect for their elders. So the children came back with a completely different perspective on life.
For Kidsake has impacted me as such that there are children 10,000 miles away who basically have nothing. They are orphans. They have been taken in by love and compassion. They're given food, clothing, shelter, health care, and education. They're given a lot of love. They're given a reason to live. And they smile. They smile with nothing in their pocket but a piece of string. I think that everyone who's able to in this world should go to a third world country And I think that will help us be a little more humble and give a little more of ourselves.